As a team, choose which part of the construction you wish to design from the list below. Room 1. The shop room. The client wants a rectangular room with an area of 2,000 square feet. The height of the room will be 10 feet, with one wall having floor-to-ceiling shelving. She wants a front door with a width of at least 5 feet and a height of at least 7 feet, and a second door to enter the decoration room that is the same as the front door, but on a different wall. There needs to be at least 2 windows measuring at least 3 feet in width and a height of no more than 8 feet. The one wall for shelving should only have shelving, no door or window. When making the design to present, make sure to show how plants and vegetables could be displayed and the maximizing of the space. Room 2. The decoration room. The client wants a square room with an area of 2,500 square feet. The height of the room will also be 10 feet. There should be 2 doors, one for the entrance into the shop room and another for entrance into the garden. The doors should have the same measurement with a width of at least 5 feet and a height of at least 7 feet. On one wall should be a stand-up freezer measuring 8 feet by 6 feet to house floral decorations and vegetables that need to remain chilled. There needs to be at least 2 windows measuring at least 3 feet in width and a height of no more than 8 feet. On one wall should also be a desk/table used for making flower arrangements to measure at least 5 feet along the wall, no more than 4.5 feet tall, and coming out from the wall no further than 4 feet. When making the design to present to the client, make sure to incorporate how he or she would use the different parts of the room in the visual representation. The garden. The client wants 2 beds for their garden, one rectangular and one square. The rectangular bed should have an area of 1,200 square feet. This bed will grow vegetables. You will need to decide what vegetables and how many of them would fit into the bed based on the size needed for them to grow. Below is a link to vegetables and space needed to grow. You can see the link there where it says vegetable choices. The square bed should have an area of 1,000 square feet. This bed will house different flowers. You will also need to decide what flowers could be planted and how many of them would fit in the bed based on the space they need to grow. Below is a link to different flowers and the space needed to grow them. You can see here where there is a flower choices link as well. The display of the garden should visually represent the different vegetables and flowers you wish to grow. The parking lot. The client wants the parking lot to be L-shaped. A standard parking space has the dimensions of 9 feet by 18 feet. Within the L shape, the client wants to be able to fit 10 cars with 2 extra spaces for handicapped parking. Handicapped parking must also have space on either side of it measuring 5 feet for accessibility. The parking lot cannot exceed 2,000 square feet. With the parking lot, your team should construct a sign for the client's shop. The sign must have an area of 36 square feet. Create a name and design for the sign to present to the client along with the parking lot display.